everyone. This is quiz number 8 of the evening. It's been a different technical problem every time. We got a new one. The camera froze. I feel like I'm coming up with new excuses for each one. But let's see if it's working. Now, can you hear me? Great. 9 minutes past 6, but I suppose when I edit this afterwards it doesn't really matter what the time is. And speaking of the time, if you're watching this on playback, hello to the future from the past. I wonder what major technical breakthroughs have happened since then. This is a quiz. I've been doing 12. I am doing 12 today. No prize, no charge. But if you do enjoy it, I am just encouraging you to donate some money to Fota Wildlife Park. You mightn't know, but there's been a serious worldwide pandemic, and all the place like this had to close. So they've had very little income, and you know, those animals don't understand the pup payment. Some of them have had pups in the last year, I assume. That's surely one of the people there has had one of the animals that have pups. Do seals have pups? They do, don't they? Anyway, doesn't matter, the quiz hasn't started yet. I'm going to ask 30 questions. They're suitable for the family, I think. So, I know they are. I think most people will know some of them, depending on the age. So the grown-ups might know some of them, but the kids will, and vice versa. I forgot to put these today. Put them in the right one. Yes. Here we go. Excuse me. I know what's after happening here, because we shouldn't have these problems. You can write down your answers. You can shout them at the screen, or you can say them to yourself, whatever you want. This is like a good old-fashioned quiz show. No smartphones, no nothing. Just your personal honour, your self-assessment of trivial knowledge. I'm going to ask 30 questions in 2 bunches of 15. Once again, I am insulting people by explaining what 30 divided by 2 is. But I've been doing this, we'll say, patter for the last every hour on the hour. So if I don't say it, I'll who knows what else it will knock out of my script. Question 1. Which US city has the highest population? Excuse me. Sorry, computers. What's going on here? In which war was Operation Desert Storm? In which war was Operation Desert Storm? Question 3. Do all birds fly? Do all birds fly? Question 4. In the music world, who is Bob Dylan? Gave away the answer. Okay, question 4 is now completely different. We are going to go with, how many lines are there in a limerick? Question 5. How many strings are there on a violin? Question 6 is another number question. To give you a clue, there's 2 numbers in this answer. What planet, to the nearest mile, how long is the marathon? To the nearest mile, how long is the marathon? Question 7. What planet in the solar system is famous for its rings? What planet in the solar system is famous for its rings? Question 8. Who wrote the original James Bond novels? And that means, like, the most famous writer of them. He passed away, and some other people have written follow-on books because it's such a huge, what would you call it? Franchise, that's probably the word. But the main guy. What I'll do is I'll put the questions in the comments as well, so that you can all read them or go over them if you want. What is the correct name of this Pokemon? Is it Rapid Dash? Is it Rapid Stroll? Or is it Rapid Crawl? Question 10, as I said, some of the questions are for the younger people, so if there's a younger person in the gang doing this quiz, maybe hold back, give them a chance to shine. According to the nursery rhyme, what did the dish run away with? What did the dish run away with according to the nursery rhyme? ask that question. In what country would you find the Taj Mahal? I don't mean any takeaway restaurants nearby. I mean the Taj Mahal. Where would you find it? Question 9. I hope you don't have one of these at home. What type of object is a blunderbuss? A blunderbuss is what type of object? What is the modern name for Constantinople? What is the modern name for Constantinople? Some of you might... Okay, the younger people won't have studied this, I suppose. But if you've been studying World War II or reading about it, you might have heard of it. What attack took place on the 7th of December 1941? What attack place on the 7th of December 1941? I know this is, as I look at this, it's probably a bit tough for kids, but I hope as a family you're all getting on with it. Question 15, and sure, isn't it great for the parents to impress the kids with, hey, I know stuff you don't know. Question 15, what is the capital of Iceland? What is the capital of Iceland? So my mouth is like a sponge. Your brain is supposed to be like a sponge, remembering details. Maybe that's what's happening with you now in the quiz. If you do one of my quizzes in the future, you'll be like, I know all these questions. I'll let you go over your answers that are, if you want to go over into the questions that are in the comments, and this is just a reminder that I'm doing this for free. There's no price, there's no prize. But if you would like to give a token for enjoying this time, please donate money to Fota, the wildlife park. The name is, the link is in the first comment in this stream, and it's also in the link in the bio and the info, so you can't say you couldn't get it. Question 1. Which US city is the highest population? It's New York City. In which war was Operation Desert Storm? It's the Gulf War. Do all birds fly? No. There's a fair few birds that don't fly, but one example, of course, would be the kiwi. The other would be ostrich and penguins, but I think there's a good few things. In fact, I think there's a few creatures that are called birds but aren't actually birds. How many lines in a limerick? Maybe I should have asked this as question 5, but the answer is 5. And how many strings in a violin? The answer is 4, and that was question 5. I just noticed that there. Sometimes these things happen and then you realise afterwards how funny it was. Well, mildly, slightly funny. To the nearest mile, how long is a marathon race? It's 26. Question 7. Which planet in the solar system is famous for its rings? It's Saturn. Question 8. Who wrote the James Bond novels? Ian Fleming. And he also wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which you might have seen, and if not, maybe download it over the weekend. Download it. Do you know what? I have it on DVD. I assume you can stream it on something. That's a good question, but it's not part of the quiz. The correct name of this Pokemon is Rapid Dash. In the nursery rhyme, what did the dish run away with? It's the spoon. In what country is the Taj Mahal? It's India. What type of object is a blunderbuss? It's a gun. What is the modern name for Constantinople? It's Istanbul, the biggest city in Europe. What attack took place on the 7th of December 1941? It's Pearl Harbor. What is the capital of Iceland? It's Reykjavik. So you can let me know in the comments how you did out of 15 if you want. Maybe you're enjoying this quiz and you want to chance your arm, maybe challenging your cousins or your friends, going, we got X, would you like to join this? Join this and see it. The live stream I'll leave up on playback for maybe a week. I don't like leaving loads of online clutter, but yeah, we'll say a week. Yeah, definitely a week, that's fair. And let me know in the comments as well if you like particular types of quizzes, or if I'm going too fast or going too slow. But if you are messaging me, please let the adult message me. It's the best thing for kids. Just if you're messaging people you don't know, get the adult that you're with to do it. Question 16. What is the longest river in Africa? What is the longest river in Africa? Okay, now this is a film that I really hope the kids haven't seen and that you wait a long time to watch. Question 17. The film The Godfather is about which organisation? The film The Godfather is about which organisation? What do the letters PAYE stand for? Question 19. In what city is the very famous venue Madison Square Garden? Question 20. Once again, maybe let the younger folk in on these as well. Question 20. What is the name of Peppa Pig's brother? What is the name of Peppa Pig's brother? Question 21. Which Pope visited Ireland in 1979? Question 22. How many wheels does a tricycle have? How many wheels does a tricycle have? Question 23. Who hunts more, the male or the female lion? Question 24. What do you call a trench dug around a castle for protection? What do you call a trench dug around a castle for protection? Who painted the Sistine Chapel? I'll give you a clue. It was one of the great artists, so it's one of the Teenage Turtles. Question 26. What is the largest country in South America? So that's South America. We're going to go to the other continent now. In which African state is Johannesburg? Question 28. You might have one in front of you so you can count them. You might have to write them out. On a normal 6-sided dice, you know, dice from board games, how many dots are there on a standard dice? Now, if you do have a dice, you also have a cube, and that's interesting. Does a cube have 6 or 12 edges? Does a cube have 6 or 12 edges? Dice of 6 or 12 edges. And question 30. How many humps does a llama have? once again, ask anything in the comments or suggest anything in the comments if you'd like. Maybe specialist quizzes. I'm going to try and start doing them way more regularly and have playback and stuff because it's just a lot of fun. But as I said, if you enjoyed this, feel free to donate some money to Fota. Wildlife Park, not just the place, not just the hedge or the train station. Here we go. The answers. I notice a load of people have just tuned in, so it's like you're coming in late to mass in time for the sermon. I'm just giving you the answers, but if you have just tuned in, you can rewind the live stream so you're not hearing this. The longest river in Africa, the Nile. I'm not ignoring it, I'm not in denial. The movie The Godfather and the book is about the mafia. What is the sorry. The letters PAYE stand for pay as you earn. Now, any of the kids, you don't get that done to your pocket money, I'm sure. In which city is Madison Square Garden? It's New York. The name of Peppa Pig's brother is George. As I said before, I'm doing the job of 3 people. I'm doing the PR for the future ones. I'm doing 3 more tonight, 4 more tonight. The Pope that visited in 1979 is Pope John Paul II. How many wheels does a tricycle have? It's 3. Who hunts more, the male or female lion? It's the female. A trench dug around a castle is a moat. Who painted the Sistine Chapel? Michelangelo. The largest country in South America is Brazil. In what African state is Johannesburg? It's South Africa. How many spots on a 6-sided dice? 21. Does a cube have 6 or 12 straight edges? None. None. 12. And how many humps does a llama have? None. There we go. That's the quiz. I hope you enjoyed it. I know we started a bit late, but I can edit that out. The joys of it. So look, get in touch with me, like and subscribe. If you've any suggestions or requests, that'd be great to hear. And let me know the scores you got and stuff like that. And have a great evening. And I'll